Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the Fair Wage Guide website, which is fairwageguide.org, and either register for a new account or log in to an existing account. I am just going to log into my existing account right here. Just going to sign in. And you'll be taken to the very first screen of the Fair Wage Guide. And this screen is really gathering kind of key information about the artisan group that makes the product and where they're located. The artisan group that made this sequin pouch is called Terra Projects, and they are located in India. So from the country drop down here, I'm going to select India. And we're also going to need to select the state that the artisan group lives in, which is Delhi. Does the artisan receive any additional benefits? In this scenario, they do not receive additional benefits, so I'm going to leave all of these checkboxes blank and move along to the product information section. The product category is pouch, and the name of this product is going to be, how about we just call it sequin pouch? Here we go. And oftentimes there are multiple artisans that work together to produce one item. Maybe one person prepares the loom and another person actually does the weaving. In this scenario, there's really only one artisan that worked to do the beading and the sewing of this pouch. So I'm going to go ahead and click next here. And we're quickly brought to a screen that really records the meat of the information about how much the artisans actually paid. So what is the artisan's role in the production of this product? They really did the whole process. And how skilled is the artisan? I'm going to say they're actually considered semi-skilled. The artisan was paid 40 Indian rupees per piece. It defaults to the local currency, but you have options to select other currencies. And most craft producers are actually paid per piece, but we have other options as well, just in case. How much time did it take the artisan to create a single item? In this scenario, it actually took them 3 hours to sew the pouch together and to do all of the beading. And the artisan did have to pay for the materials, so we're going to have to put that information in here as well. So how much did the materials cost for one item? 6 Indian rupees. The artisan did not have additional overhead expenses, so I'm going to continue to say no to this question here. And then I'm just going to hit calculate. And we are now brought to the results screen. And I'm going to switch this actually into US dollars because I think it'll be a little bit easier to look at. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is based on those inputs and assuming a 40-hour work week, the artisan's daily wage is actually $1.89 per day, US dollars per day. And so I'm looking at that left box right there, the left green box. And if we look across at our darker green and our gray boxes here, we can see how that daily wage actually compares to Delhi's minimum wage in India. So what we can see here is the minimum wage for Delhi is actually $2.58 per day. So we are actually below that daily minimum wage of 69 cents, or about 27% below the minimum wage. And what we see here is we have two options to actually ensure that the artisan is making at least the local minimum wage. We can either raise the price per pouch by 33 cents, or we can reduce the time it's actually taking for the artisan to make the pouch by 57 minutes. And typically when we say reduce the time, we mean try to find a product modification or an efficiency in the production process to actually decrease the amount of time it's taking to make this product. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at both of these. We're going to see which one we think is going to make the most sense to modify this product or to increase the price and see how much more we can make for this artisan. In this scenario, we're actually going to try to reduce the time it takes per product. So why don't we try and do that now? So in this example of the sequin purse, we decided that instead of actually increasing the price of each pouch, we were actually going to work with the artisan to see if we could figure out some ways to decrease the time it took to make the pouch and decrease some of the material cost. And as you can see from the picture of the original pouch to the new pouch, that we made some significant changes to the design. And this also affected the time and the material cost. So now I'm going to enter kind of our new numbers into this. As you can see, I'm back on the compensation page to the artisan page. Not a whole lot has changed. except for the time. It now took the artisan, they were able to cut an hour off of their time since they were able to redesign it and use less beads, and they were able to cut back on the material cost to actually 4 Indian rupees per item. So we just made some minor changes, as you can see here. And I'm going to go ahead and hit calculate. And let's switch this back into US dollars. And as you can see, just by making some very minor changes, we significantly increased the artisan's daily wage from $1.89 US dollars per day to $3.01. And this is 8% now above Delhi's minimum wage. And we no longer have options to raise the wage per piece or reduce the time per piece because we're already now above the actual minimum wage. So as you can see in this example, it sometimes can take very few changes to a product to actually increase the artisan's income significantly.